Just a few of the things that I've learned over these years. You really learn to listen and take to heart how people feel, how passionate they are about any change that might be coming near where they call home.
Welcome to Start a Conversation, where we dive into real estate, community, and more. With over 25 years in the industry, building businesses and community involvement, I believe real estate is about more than transactions. It's about people, stories, and the places we call home. Let's start a conversation.
As we film today, a pretty big portion of my life has come to a close. One chapter, 12 years of serving the city of Auburn on the Planning Commission. It's been such a pleasure to watch so many projects come before us, so many residents and citizens come before us and be able to voice their opinions. I've learned so much about how our city approves or does not approve several projects based on what is brought to light. We have so many factors that shape how a big project comes to life. Whether it's a humongous residential component with mixed-use retail and 500 lot for homes, or whether it's a beautiful 7-story hotel in downtown Auburn to serve our community for local events or visitors alike. It's very exciting to be part of these projects. And as this chapter comes to a close, in my life, I hope to share more with you about how these projects come to life from paper to actual build time. As we talk through this, I have to take you back to the past because it's important to know that 6 years prior to serving the 12 years on Planning Commission, Mayor Ham believed in me, a young, upcoming entrepreneur, to put his faith for me to serve in the Metropolitan Planning Organization. This committee serves through the Lee Russell Council of Governments, and this was my first forte into how government funding works, both local, state, and federal funding, and how that helps projects come to life. The other important part is that Mayor Ham and now Mayor Anders have both put their trust in me to help them serve the city that we call Auburn and that we call home. And it's important to note that having someone have faith in you puts the responsibility in your hands to make sure you're always doing the best thing you can. When you're in those seats, you're serving the city. You're not serving yourself or what you do every day. You're serving the city that has put you up to this challenge. And a challenge it is because it's very important. Someone is investing in the community that you serve, and it's important to know that you're putting your best effort forward to make sure that they meet or exceed everything that you wish for the future of your community. In addition to being challenged and making sure that you're doing the best with an investor's dollars and for your community as a whole, it is also important to know how much you learn, how much you grow as a leader. From starting on Planning Commission to ending my term as chairman, it's really important to know how much you can learn and how valuable each resident and each engineer and each investor can bring to the table. What you learn from them and what you take away, and how every person's point of view is unique and different, but how they can all come together to form exactly what the future of the community can look like and how everyone can enjoy it together. Just a few of the things that I've learned over these years. Being an entrepreneur and in the private real estate industry, you really learn to listen and take to heart how people feel, how passionate they are about any change that might be coming near where they call home. And it's so important to know that for your own team. If you lead a team, your household team, it's important to know that that's why you can learn from every single position you serve. To me, it's also important to know that while people are passionate about things, in the end, you know that you can see the end result. And it's hard for everyone to see the end result, but you know in your heart when you put that new project on the ground that it will be embraced because you know from a planning perspective, in this case, that there isn't anything nearby. The citizens may not want it close to them, But in the end, you know that that project will serve them so well and also allow the next neighborhood or the next few streets down the road to embrace this new development. Also, when learning, you're always faced with challenges. The opposition to growth is real, and people are passionate about it. But when you're in a position to approve projects that you know will be to the betterment of the city as a whole, and also allow the revenue for the city to continue the services, projects that you know and hold dear, like school systems, road infrastructure, lights, signage, beautiful spaces for events to be held for you and yours. It's important to know that your challenges always come from a place that these people feel are most important. And you still listen, and in places where you can, you make conditions so that those things seem more appealing, if possible. But you also understand that the end result is a community that is vibrant and exciting and where everyone looks forward to coming all year round. Now to the fun part. Let's talk about some of the projects that I have found so fun to be a part of. This one that we sit in today, the Graduate Hotel, it has been a beautiful undertaking. It is magnificent in here, and we hope that we have some additional photos that we'll be able to include for you. But outside of that, there are neighborhoods. Cary Creek, for instance, it is a mixed-use development. They have a 55-plus gated community. They have a beautiful Publix. They have an additional neighborhood with all types, sizes, and styles of homes. We also have the Atlas at Richland Road, a beautiful new cottage apartment community. It will also feature some new retail on that corner, which I do feel like is a lovely spot. There are infill projects also on Richland Road. The cottages at Judd Avenue, it's a beautiful project, a small infill project. In addition, we have a new ER in our research park in Auburn. We have expanded numerous locations for our industrial development projects. And we're also excited to have new fire stations, new road connectivity in North Auburn. We have really, really grown, and we look forward to more projects that are coming soon. Look forward to the Shug Jordan Parkway and North College. Will be known as the Foundry. It's a beautiful project, provides connectivity and mixed use. It has multifamily, it has townhomes, it has retail, it has office, and it will be a beautiful asset to our community along with the second high school. I hope you look forward to these projects as much as I do. Thank you.
Thanks for joining me on Start a Conversation. I hope today's discussion gave you insight, inspiration, or simply a new perspective on real estate, community, and the stories that connect us. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, let's keep the conversation going.